beauty unicorns, and welcome back to my channel and this Q&A with questions that you asked me. I asked on my Snapchat and on my Instagram and on my Twitter. I hate Twitter. Can I stop using Twitter now? I asked you to ask me some questions so that I can, well, answer them. Wow, this is so lame. Sorry about that. This is me answering those questions and I'm gonna stop it. I know I don't want to get EOS something later. No. Anyways, I have the post still up because I think I got some... Yeah, see, I got a new question now. This is so much fun. And I also got some questions via Snapchat that I want to address. I did get some questions that were similar, so I'm gonna take a look at what questions are similar and just do those first. A lot of people asked me about my day job. This is a Laita DM. I don't know what that's about, but that's probably something super cool in her language. She says, been so curious to know what you do as your day job. Love your videos, by the way, you're so funny and you influenced me to be more colorful with my choices in makeup. That makes me so happy to hear, because this is not about me trying to make you turn into me, because that's not what individuality is about. This is about me just influencing you to see beyond the neutrals, see what other cool colors are out there, and if they are not for you, that's fine too, but I just want you to make up your own mind. This about my day job. I got a lot of questions about this, and I have talked a bit about this before, but I don't really want to say exactly what I do for a living, because if I do, it's gonna be really easy to find me, and I don't really want that. I hope you understand. But I have a degree in environmental science from the University of Linköping, and it is just a bachelor degree. I shouldn't say just. It is still a degree in science, and I'm really proud of myself. So I have a degree in science, and it is in environmental science, and my job is about that. So I work with environmental questions, so to speak, and I really like my job, and I don't see myself quitting my day job. I really like it, so I do work 100% with that, and YouTube is just my hobby. This is not my main income. I don't even count this as an income, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I do. And let's see if I had any other questions like regarding that as well, and see if they had any other more questions. Yeah, Courtney Stat also asked me, what is your day job aside from YouTube? This is what I remember, because I do remember me seeing a comment that was like in the same neighborhood, and it is Cinco de Marzo? Cinco de Marzo? Cinco de Marzo? Oh god, I hope I'm saying this right, I'm sorry if I'm not. And it was a question about, did you go to university? Yes, I did go to university and I have a degree. I also read a bit of like courses outside of my degree. I have read social studies, economics, a bit of law, but not that much. And I've also read some geoscience, because I'm really interested in geoscience. So I read 2 years of university before I did my bachelor's. So all in all, I've been to the university for 5 years. I love going to school. And she also asked me about degrees and favorite subjects in school. She said, I love talking about school, I'm a nerd. So am I. I love school. I love going to school, and that is also why I've been in university for 2 more years that I really didn't need to. I loved going to school. I love going to school my whole upbringing. I actually had really good grades, especially from like senior high school before I went into university. In university in Sweden, you only have 2 grades. It's like passed or passed really good. I do have passed really good in most of my subjects, but it's not really important when you get to university. But as going to senior high school, we had different grades. We didn't have this ABC thing. I know in Sweden right now they have that, but I'm old, so we didn't have that. But I feel like I loved school and I had really good grades, so I have an A overall, so to speak. And I think it's important with school, and I'm happy that I realized young that it is important with school. So that's something else. If you are still in school, stay in school, get good grades, it will help you later, trust me on that one. Brianna's Beauty Diaries also asked me, what do you do professionally outside of YouTube? I think I'm just gonna go from the beginning and see if I get some questions that are the same again, so to speak. I got a question here in Swedish, because I am Swedish, if you didn't know that, and that is from Sandra Nyqvist, and she asked me what makeup brand is my absolute go-to if you could only ask one, and she says it's hard, I know. Do you have any holy grail products, and what do you love to do on your free time if you don't count makeup in YouTube? So, if I do have any go-to makeup brands, I don't really know. I would love to say Anastasia, because I do trust that their releases are always good. So if I could only pick one brand to buy all my makeup from, it would either be Anastasia or maybe even MAC. I say MAC in Swedish because I do like their products and I think they have a lot to choose from. So my go-to brands, but I also really love NYX. I could totally go with NYX, to be honest. NYX does great things. If I have a holy grail product, I would say that the pressed banana powder from NYX, I love that one. I think that one is so good. That is definitely one of my holy grail products. I also really love the brow definer from Anastasia, but lately the Goof Proof by Benefit, that's the one I have in my brows now. That's really good. And on my free time, I did get some other questions about this as well. On my free time, I love computer games and reading. If you have been on my channel for a while, you do know that I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft. I don't really do that anymore because my computer is having some internet issues. It doesn't really connect with the modem, so I'm not playing right now. I also like playing League of Legends, but I would like to get back into World of Warcraft. I will. What would you have as your last meal and last drink? Oh, I'm having beef carpaccio with a glass of red wine. Definitely. All-time favorite song? Oh god, that's too hard. I love too many songs. I could talk about like the kind of music I like to listen to. I like to listen to old school like ballads like Guns N' Roses. I think that's amazing, but also I love electronic music. I like music that sounds more like Aliens Attack than actual music. I love that. All-time favorite Christmas movie? I love The Elf, because that's literally me. I love Christmas. I am so obsessed with Christmas. I went by buying Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations today. I've been promised to Christmas decorate next weekend. I'm so excited. I love Christmas. I can't get enough of Christmas. I also really like... Oh, I don't remember the name of that movie. You know, I will put the name of the movie up here. It is a cartoon movie about Christmas. It is absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It is really good. Do you have any pet peeves? Ooh. I mean, when it comes to makeup, I have told you a lot about my pet peeves. You can just scroll to my ranty videos and see. But when it comes to outside of YouTube, one of my pet peeves is when people chew with their mouth open. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much that sometimes I will tell people to just like, would you just close your mouth while chewing? Thanks. What makeup brands excite you? What makeup brands are consistently good and make you want to buy more from them? I am always really excited when indie brands are releasing some new cool collections. I'm always really excited. Like when Luxie is releasing new stuff, I'm always so excited. Also when Juvia's Place is releasing new eyeshadow palettes, I'm all about that life. Other than that, I used to be really excited when Makeup Geek was releasing things, but now I'm just like, I don't know, not really. Anastasia I used to be really excited about. Right now it's more of a 50-50. I don't really know. It's actually, it's not so much about the brand anymore, it's more about the item, I think. I used to be really excited about Colourpop as well, but now it's just like, it's like raining news from them, so I just can't give up. Ali Habner. Oh, the last question was from Vic Bag. Did I say that? She asked a bunch of questions, like the last 3-4. The next one is from Ali Habner. I think that's it. What do you recommend best drugstore black eyeliner? Your favorite drugstore eyeliner? Ooh. I don't buy a lot of eyeliners to try out. I did have the H&M Beauty one before and I used it until it ran out and I really liked it. Now I have the Kat Von D one and I still have left of it, and I'm gonna repurchase that one when I run out. So I'm not really good with recommending eyeliners, I'm sorry, but I did like the H&M Beauty one. Kathleen O'Donovan is asking me, have I ever been to UK and or what is your dream country to visit and why? Love from the UK. I have been to the UK a couple of times actually. I've been to London, I think 3 times, and I really like it and I want to go back. I'm hoping to go back for like a shopping trip to London. I don't really know when, but if I do, I will let you know on Snapchat. But yeah, I really like it there and it's really nice. Dream country to visit and why? That is hard. I've always wanted to go to, I don't know what it's called in English, but Curacao. I will write it up here. I always wanted to go, I don't know why. It is the mix between the Caribbean colorfulness and the French architecture and the clear waters. Just dreaming of going there badly. Badly. She's also asking me, are you in a relationship? Yes, I have a boyfriend and we're living together. Plagareth Wilhelm. Is that right? I'm really sorry, girl, if it's wrong. Would you ever do a collab with a makeup brand? And if so, who would you be your top 3 picks? This is a really interesting question. She has some more as well. I would love to do a collab with a makeup brand because I think I could come up with some really cool ideas. I would love to collab, I would love to collab with like an indie brand. I would love to do something with like, I don't know, I would love to do something with Luxie. Luxie was the first brand to ever have me on their PR list. I love Luxie as a brand, I love the owner, I love everything it stands for. I think it's an amazing brand. I would love to do an eyeshadow palette if I ever did anything. Juvia's Place has amazing like shadows that I really like, so I would love to do something like that as well. Other than that, like thinking big, how cool would it be to do a really colorful palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills? They need it. They need that. That would be cool. She's also asking me, have you ever considered creating your own makeup line? I have, but it's really expensive and it's not really in the stars for me, but I daydream about what it would be like. I have some great ideas. I have some great ideas. Great ideas. Have you ever considered moving to the UK or US? P.S. I love your channel, love how much you enjoy super bright primary colors. I know she really loves red. I have not really considered leaving Sweden, but my boyfriend is a PhD student and he wants to do his postdoc abroad. So if he decides to do that, and he decides to move to another country, I am gonna move with him. So if we do, we will leave Sweden, not for my career, but for his career. Hina Pia, as someone who hasn't visited Sweden yet, what would you say is your favorite thing about Sweden? I would say don't visit Sweden in winter. It's cold, it's wet, and it's dark. Sweden during summer is amazing. Amazing. It's green, it's light until dark, it's light until dark, it's light until really late in the night. If you go to the north of Sweden, it's like the whole, like 24 hours a day. So the summer in Sweden is amazing. It's just a shame that the rest is just but summers in Sweden is so great. Fitzpatrick Erica asked me, or well, comments, I recall you mentioned a husband or boyfriend. Maybe he can pop in and say hello. I have a boyfriend. I have had him in a couple of my videos, just like when I had check-ins. If you see any videos that says check-ins, there's a big chance that he is in those. He doesn't really want to be on my channel, he doesn't feel like he wants to be in my videos, although he did promise me, like, if you ever reach 100,000 I will do your makeup on video. That's not gonna happen, so yeah. You're never gonna be able to see that, but yeah, I have shown him in a couple of videos. Also, if you have been on my channel for a really long time, I wasn't sure if I was gonna address this, but I'm gonna address this. If you've been on my videos, if you've been on my channel for a really long time, you might recall that I used to be married. And obviously I am talking about a boyfriend now, and that is because I got divorced. Things happen and you just never know what's gonna happen, and let this be a reminder of that you never know what's going on in a YouTuber's life, and they might be sitting here on camera smiling and talking about makeup, but it might be a total hurricane in their life. There was a time period here on YouTube, I still did videos, but things were really messed up. I was going through a divorce, I was moving out of our home, and obviously now I'm doing so much better. I'm in such a good place, but things were really bad though for a while. So yeah, I just wanted to address it. If there's anyone watching this video being like, didn't you used to be married? I did. And it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to make a mistake, and it's okay to back out and be like, you know what, this is not good for me anymore. So we are not enemies in any ways, but we are definitely better off alone than together. And I'm so much happier now with my boyfriend, so things turned out for the better. But I wanted to address it. So if you have been here for a while and you might remember me being married, that's why. I've been on YouTube for quite a while now. Fangirl Fashionista asks me, what are your hobbies except makeup? What's your favorite animal? I did talk about my hobbies before. My favorite animal, I think I like cats. I really like cats, and I really would love to get a cat, but right now it's not really in the cards for me because I travel to and from my work every day, and it takes me 1 hour to get to my work, and then I'm at work for 9 hours, and then it takes me 1 hour to get back here as well. So I'm off for like 11 hours a day, so I don't want to leave an animal here during that time. So right now it's not in the cards for me. Birdie Girly asked me, what got you into makeup, your first makeup experience? You know, I've always loved makeup. I started experimenting with my mom's makeup when I was a kid, and she let me. And I like color when I was younger as well. I remember getting an eyeshadow palette with just purples and really loving it. So I think I've loved makeup for as long as I can remember, and from time periods I've used less and I've used more, but I've always been kind of experimental with makeup. I've always loved it. Hasted Roses asked me, I don't know if that's right, do you feel young girls buying every single palette coming out is excessive or justified? If you can afford it, go for it. But if you can't afford it and you feel like you are giving up other things in your life just to buy makeup, because buying everything that comes out does leave you with more makeup than you could ever go through. So if you can afford it, go for it. But if you feel like you are spending more than you can afford, if you're taking loans or using credit cards to buy makeup, if you are buying on those kind of buy it now, pay later, if you're doing that, it means you can't afford it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. It's only makeup. You don't need it that much. That's what I want to say. I hope I don't come off as preachy in any ways. But yeah, it's only makeup, and don't ruin your finances over it. But if you can afford it, go for it. I mean, I buy a lot of makeup. What is your favorite place to vacation, and somewhere you haven't been yet that you're dying to visit? Also, what is your all-time favorite eyeshadow brand? Oh god, that's hard. What is your favorite place to vacation? I really love going to the Mediterranean Sea during summers. I try to go there every summer. I'm probably going to go there next summer as well. I did go to Greece this summer, so I love going there. If there's somewhere I haven't been, I'm dying to visit. I did mention Curacao before. I would love to go there. Also, I'd love to go to New Orleans. I don't know why, but it's on my list. My list of places I want to go to. I really don't know about my all-time favorite eyeshadow brand. I like too many brands. I think that almost all brands that I like with eyeshadow have like 1 or 2 colors that are like stunning and can't be matched with any other brand. So I don't really know, to be honest. I have a lot of favorite eyeshadow brands. Jules asks me, what's your biggest fear and why? I don't know. I think like losing all my dear ones, like all my friends and family and my boyfriend, like if all of those would disappear, that would be that would be the worst thing that could happen. Maggie CH asked me, what do you think about tons of new makeup that comes out each season, all the same trend, warm palettes, unicorn madness, etc. Is it possible for anyone to use up that much makeup in their lifetime? Aren't variations in colors be all tried out? All tried out maybe? and launched in the next few years. Oh, I don't really understand the last part, I'm sorry. Can't wait for the video. We have amazing opinions, points and arguments. Thank you so much, Maggie. I do feel like we have reached like a waypoint within the beauty industry where they are going to realize that we can't buy all these things that they are releasing. It's been too crazy. 2017, it's been too many things, too many releases, and brands that usually only release like 2 things a year are releasing 2 things every month. It's too much. I think the brands are going to realize that too. I hope they're going to reel in a bit because it has been too much. You can't buy everything. You can't, and you aren't supposed to buy everything that's being released. I do think also that some brands are a bit late to the show. I appreciate when trends come. Warm neutrals came, people going crazy, but then some brands are trying to jump on the bandwagon like 3 years later. I don't get that. The whole unicorn thing, I mean, I loved unicorns before unicorns was a thing. Wow, I'm really trying to sound cool there, but it's true. And unicorns has been really big now for a while, and I do think it's gonna disappear. I think that with trends, it's important for the brands to actually come out with the collections when the trends are big and not be like a year late, because then you're not really relevant. And I hope that we're gonna see, I don't mind brands releasing things often, but I hope that they were gonna release less things. I think that recently a lot of brands have released big collections too often. I wish that the collections would be smaller. I wouldn't mind if brands released a collection every 2 months and it just contained of like 5 or 7 things. That'd be awesome. Why are there 30 things in every collection? Can we not have that? Bala is asking me, what do you think about collaborations with influencers, YouTubers? I think it's cool if the YouTubers and influencers are actually the creative part. I would love to know more about these collaborations. How do they work? Do the brands contact a collaborator and they're like, you know what, we're bringing out a line of 3 lipsticks, you can choose any colors as long as they're red? Or is it like, we want to collab on something, what can you bring to the table? I hope it's the last option, but I'm not sure. Because I think it's awesome if it's actually the influencers that are in charge of the creative process, because that's what they're good at. Then I think it's awesome. But I feel like I want to know more. Like, how does it work? ML Kreitzman, I hope that's right. Have you been in magazines, or where do the pictures from the photo shoots go? Well, I think she's referring to, I post some pictures at times from photo shoots on my Instagram. You should follow me on my Instagram. They are not going anywhere, they're just going to my Instagram, but I used to work as a model and I used to be in magazines and commercials and stuff like that. I wasn't a big model, but I used to model. And when I model, I got to know a lot of makeup artists and models and photographers, and I still meet them from time to time, and we just do photo shoots for fun, because it's fun to hang out with your friends and do pictures, and we don't do anything with the pictures, I just show them on my Instagram. But I used to work as a model, and then the pictures could end up somewhere, but now they're not. Exuberant Ember. What's your favorite color? Do you like that color on your eyes or lips better? I love blue. I love blue. Clothes, home decoration, makeup. Love me some blue. Do prefer it on my eyes though. Blue eyeshadow. Love it. Christina Mom Gigi. Hi, I'm of Swedish / Italian heritage. I joke that no matter what, I can always make a good meatball. You can. Anyways, what's your favorite food / meal and favorite wine? Much love. I love French red wine. I've always loved French red wine. I also love Italian red wine. I love me a carpaccio, a beef carpaccio. I just talked about that. It's really funny. Swedish Italian heritage. Actually, my boyfriend is half Italian, half Swedish, so we have something in common. Kaiki92 asked me, do you have pets? I know that's generic, but I love pets. I love pets too. I used to have cats, don't anymore. I wish I did though, because I love cats. Wikagawu? Is that right? I'm butchering your names, I'm so sorry. Would you consider sponsorship and collaboration with some companies, and why yes, why no, and if yes, on which companies? I have done one sponsorship on my channel, and that is with Sigma, and that is because I really believed in that product, and that was the what's it called? I totally lost the name. It was the Cream de Couture. I'm so excited about this palette still. I would not have done the video if I didn't like believe in the product and believed in the brand. I really like Sigma. I would do it if I got the opportunity to see the product first and if it's a brand that I like. When it comes to collaboration, it's the same. It has to be something that I believe in, like something I like. But I'm not against collaborations or sponsorships or anything like that. I want it to be done with some thought so that you actually believe in the things that you are promoting, because I don't want to promote shit to you. This is stupid. Kaisha? Kaisha. I'm so sorry. What made you fall in love with using colorful eyeshadows instead of going neutrals? What's your dream eyeshadow palette? Oh, I have my dream eyeshadow palette right up here. If I ever collaborate with anyone, it's coming out. But I've always loved color. I told you that before. I had an eyeshadow palette when I was younger, like really young. We're talking like 11, 12, 13. That was purple. I loved it. I used it to do makeup on my cousin as well. I've always loved color. I don't know. I've had periods in my life where I used a lot of browns as well, especially when I worked as a model, because you couldn't really have super colorful looks when going on photo shoots. But all in all, I've always loved color. Rebecca Moonlight asks me what makeup trends looks are most popular in Sweden. Nude, 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 beige, and really, really like bold brows. And I don't know if it's a look trend that is popular, but a lot of people seem to have it, and sometimes I can't stop staring at people being like, I just really want to fix your brows. Sorry. And she's also asking me what my makeup items could you not live without. I could live without all makeup items. That is the honest truth, but lately I've been so into duochrome and iridescent highlighters. I'd be so sad if those would disappear. I'm so obsessed with using them in every way possible. Emma Dragon asked me how and when did you get into makeup. I think I answered this before. It was really early, me playing with my mom's makeup. She had some really cool makeup. My mom used to have a dark grey metallic lipstick. My mom's cool. Katerik Beauty. Hi. Who are you in Gyroscope? And what's your favorite makeup brand? Gyroscope. What is that? Gyroscope? I don't know what that is. Wait, I need to Google this. I don't get it. Okay, I don't get it. Somebody needs to explain this to me, because I don't get it. Did I miss something? I'm really sorry. I'd love to answer your question, but I don't get it. Favorite makeup brand? I don't know about that either. I have a lot of favorite makeup brands. But when I sit down and do my makeup and I'm not filming and not doing anything else, I love using Luxie, Divina, Colourpop and Juvia's Place. Those are the 4 brands that I pretty much like when I sit down and do my makeup. I love those. Really love those. Too Much Pan asks me in Swedish, if you can only use one palette for the rest of your life, what would it be? One palette? Rest of my life? That's hard. I'd probably pick something that has a lot of colors in it and a lot of brights. Something with a lot of colors. Maybe like one of those like really big like 88 color palettes. I don't know. I get bored with colors, so I pick something really big. And what do you think about the new Too Faced Gold Bar Golden or whatever it's called collection? I think it looks fine and festive for the season, but it's not something I would buy. Marvelous Kimberly asked me, what sparked you to become a makeup guru? Oh my god, I do not call myself a guru. I don't know the answers to all the questions. I'm really flattered you would say that, but I started my makeup channel here on YouTube because I wanted to talk about makeup, because none of my friends really wanted to listen to me babble about all these lipsticks. So I started this channel to have people to talk with about makeup, and I do that now, so that's awesome. And this channel has grown a lot lately, which is somewhat scary, but I don't see myself as a makeup guru, and I don't hope you see me as that either. I'm just a person that really loves makeup and just want to have someone to talk to about makeup. She also asked me when I'm getting married to my hubby. Yeah, you have to ask him about that. Nadalyn Hernandez 13, how old you were when you began getting interested in makeup? I was really young. I was not allowed to have like a full face of makeup going to school. I didn't wear makeup going to school either. I just experimented using makeup. I didn't start using makeup like out and about until I was like 13 or 14 or something, but it still took me a long time, like in my early 20s, before I used like a lot of makeup, so to speak. So I was young, but I didn't use a lot of makeup until I was older. I didn't start using foundation until I was like, I think it was when I started modeling that I started with foundation. I didn't wear any foundation until then. Nothing. I feel like this video is getting 2 hours long. Kate Deluxe is asking me, when did your passion for YouTube grow, and how did you manage to keep your head above the water when you weren't seeing growth in your channel? What's your encouragement to small YouTubers like me who feel like they're not seeing much progress? See, this is hard, because like I said before, I started my YouTube channel because I wanted to have someone to talk to about makeup, because I felt like I didn't have enough people around me in my real life that was this interested in makeup. So I was so excited just to have 100 people to talk to. And now I have a lot of people look into my channel, but even if I didn't, I would still make videos. I think that it's important that you are making videos because you feel like it's fun, and as long as somebody's commenting on your videos and somebody has an opinion, I think that's fine. So how would I like to encourage you? Like, it would be like, do what you feel is fun, do the videos that you feel are fun filming, fun editing, and fun putting up, because if you don't think it's fun, there's no point in doing it, no matter how many people are looking at it. And I think that that is the reason why maybe my channel has had somewhat of a growth, because I do the videos that I want to see. I do the videos that I want to see, that I feel like nobody else is doing, and I don't censor myself, and I do take your opinions into consideration, but I wouldn't do a video that I thought was boring, even if all of you said you wanted to do it, because it's my channel and I want to have fun. Jade Klink and Beard? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Do you ever think about moving to America to expand your YouTube career and get more exposure? Also, I love your channel and I think you're fabulous. Thank you so much. No, I don't. I don't see this ever becoming a career for me. This is just something I do because it's fun. Like I said before, we might move abroad because of his career. I'm pointing towards where his computer is because he's at the computer. But I don't think we'll be moving anywhere because of my career. I'm just taking this as it comes, so to speak. Katie Land Seidel, share a picture of your favorite makeup look you've done, a look associated with a special event in your life. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a teensy bit break here, and I'm gonna cut in a picture of some of my favorite looks that I've done, where all of those looks are actually available here on my channel as a tutorial, so enjoy! Mamacita45 says, love your channel, XOXO, thank you so much. Do you use products, and which one do you use for a healthy glowy skin? And from your pics you have such a beautiful figure. Were you a dancer? Thank you! That is so nice. You know what, I am the worst at skincare. I truly believe, I am gonna get so much shit for this and I'm sorry in advance, I truly believe that you shouldn't use skincare unless you need it. I've always had good skin. I didn't have any problem with acne. My skin is very rarely dry, and I don't use a lot of skincare. I do a mask now and then because I feel like I need some kind of, like, I want to get some things out of my skin, like once every 2 weeks. I do a scrub once every 2-3 weeks because sometimes I feel like a scrub is nice. I do use makeup remover, of course, and sometimes I sleep with some oil because I feel like my skin is dry. I don't do anything every single day, and I don't feel like I need it. And you're probably gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna be so wrinkly when you're old. Don't feel that wrinkly. Of course I have some fine lines. Everybody in my age has some fine lines because I haven't done any Botox or fillers. But yeah, About the skincare, I use skincare when I feel like I need it. I don't use skincare when I don't feel like I need it. And if you feel like you need it every day, you do it every day, but that's how I feel. And thank you about my figure, that's really nice of you. I think I got it from my mama, but I've always been kind of slim. I am a size 34, I think that's an American 1 or 2, a 1 I think. So I've always been that size. I've been that size since I was like in 9th grade or something, so I'm basically the same size I've always been. I don't do any workout or anything, and I haven't been a dancer, even though I'd love to say I have been. I am a terrible dancer. But yeah, I think it's just genetics. I think it's just genetics. It feels horrible to say, but yeah. That's basically it. I got some questions on Snapchat as well. I got a question from Anki. She also has a YouTube channel. What's your favorite part of Christmas? What's your favorite Christmas movies? And do you want to get married and have children? And favorite Swedish dish? You know what, this favorite Swedish dish? Let's talk about Christmas. I love Swedish Christmas food. You people living in the States, I've spent Christmas in the States once. Your food sucks. Okay, it doesn't suck, but it is nothing compared to Swedish like Christmas food. Swedish Christmas food is amazing. It is what we call smörgåsbord. You probably heard of it before. It's amazing. We have so many dishes. It is the best. I love Swedish Christmas food. It is definitely my favorite part of Christmas. It is my favorite part of like Swedish cooking as well. It's amazing. And also I love the whole time before Christmas, like decorating, listening to Christmas songs, drinking spiced wine. I love Christmas. I think it's amazing. And I've talked about the Christmas movies before. And do you want to get married and have children? I've been married. Do I want to get married again? You know what? Yeah, I do. So let's see if I have any more questions on Snapchat. Angel Yang is asking me, Q&A, are there a lot of events to go to in Switzerland for Christmas? Planning where I could go for my break in December. I live in Sweden. I think it's amazing though. When I was in US, because I've been in US a couple of times, people always tell me, Switzerland, is that beautiful? I'm like, I don't know, I've never been there. I live in Sweden. Switzerland is way south. In Sweden, is there a lot of events to go to? I'd say no. Visit Sweden in summer because it's not that fun in winter. Unless you want to see how it is when it's dark and snowy, then it's awesome. But yeah, not the biggest fan. Nyqvist. I think it's Swedish because she asked me in Swedish. She asked me, who is a YouTube crush? YouTube crush. I mean, I want to say Jacqueline because I'm so obsessed with her. Not so much lately as I was in the beginning, but I still love her. But well, I don't know. YouTube crush. I have like mini crushes on all of the people that I mentioned in my favorite YouTubers video. I have that up on my channel if you want to check. But I'd say like Samantha Ravendal. We could be so good friends. So good friends. We're like best friends, but we haven't met yet. And that was it. That was all of the questions. I'm sorry that this video is like a year and a half long. I hope you bought a drink. I did, but then I misplaced it. Where's my wine? It's Saturday. Where's my wine? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for asking me these questions. I will do a Q&A later on in the future. And if you want to be part of that, you better follow me on Snapchat or Instagram. That's where I normally ask you to ask me questions, and I will always leave those down below, and the subscribe button is down here if you want to see what else is on my channel. And yeah, I'm gonna go and have some dinner with my hubby. He doesn't want to be on my channel, but he has been for a few short moments, so do take a peek if you want to see what he looks like. I will see you in my next video. Bye!